Bienvenidos a la segunda sección de Pláticas de Fútbol. Esta vez vamos a platicar con un gran amigo que conocí en Ámsterdam hace unos años. Su nombre es Joan. Vamos a platicar un poco sobre pues, lo que él está haciendo ahí con sus socios en Ámsterdam. Me parece que es algo bastante interesante y pues creo que es digno de unas pláticas de fútbol en eso, solo fútbol, esta sección con Joan.
Hi, Julio.
Hey man, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Great to be here. How are you doing?
I'm perfect, bro. How's the weather in Amsterdam right now?
Oh man, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's very close to, yeah, it's actually weekend already. So I mean, things are good here in Amsterdam outside of COVID. Like, we're in a semi-lockdown again here. I'm not sure how it is there.
Oh, really?
Luckily they're still playing football.
Nice.
But the restaurants and the bars, everything is closed here in Amsterdam. Not sure how it is where you are. How is
Oh,
it?
I didn't knew that, man. Here in Mexico, well, here in Mérida, in my city, we cannot play football yet.
No, no.
I don't. No. We cannot do like sports in with other people. We only can do individual sports.
Really? And professional football, is that still on? Like the
No,
professional team?
professional football it's on, and also the people in Mexico already put the thing that people can go in the stadium already again, like the 50 percentage of the stadium capacity they can go in.
Oh,
Uh,
awesome. 50% is quite a lot.
yeah, it's
Here
quite old.
in the Netherlands, it's between 15 and 25% stadium audience is allowed. So it's not that much.
It's not that, in Mexico. I think in Mexico they do that because the economic thing here is pressing a lot of in the teams, and they need to have incomes. So
Yeah.
I think that's the. I'm going to introduce you right now
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Spanish
Okay, okay.
to my audience. Juan es un gran amigo que conocí en Ámsterdam. Nosotros jugamos juntos fútbol, estudiamos en la Nine Road Business University. Me tocó, I'm going to say that I was, when you got injured,
Oh, yeah.
Juan se rompió los ligamentos cruzados en un partido cuando estábamos juntos. Bastante fea lesión, pero mírenos, hasta ahorita pues somos grandes amigos y sobre todo pues seguimos en esto del fútbol, ¿no? Bienvenido, Juan. Welcome, Juan. Joan, I'm sorry, man.
Thank you, Julio.
So Joan, tell us about a little bit of KICKSTOX. This is your company, right?
Yeah. You just mentioned that you were also there when the injury took place,
Yeah,
when we were
man.
playing football together. So for me that was a curse and eventually kind of like a blessing, in the way that I could not play professional or any football anymore, because I used to play professional football actually before university. And because of that injury, it's just not possible for me anymore. But even
That
though we studied together, it's still football that's connecting us now, because I proceeded with starting a football startup, a fantasy football startup called
yes.
KICKSTOX. And actually, when I graduated from the university, I dove right into it together with Victor, who you might know as well from university.
Yeah, I met him sometimes.
And yeah, that's actually KICKSTOX.
So KICKSTOX is you and Victor.
Yeah, we started it together about 3 years ago. So yeah, actually, when we graduated, right after the university graduation, we dove right into it, started KICKSTOX, explored it. I actually wrote my thesis about fantasy sports, because KICKSTOX is a fantasy sports game. Do you know what fantasy sports is?
Yeah, totally. I think
Okay, nice.
it's well. in the moments that I'm watching the game and moving into the game, I see a little bit of difference between normal fantasies, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So traditional fantasy sports is like, it's quite old actually. It's from the 80s, 90s already. And normally you did it like with the World Cup or the European Cup, in our case then. That you would like say who would be the winning team and who would be the top player of the tournament, and then you would draft a team and say these are the players that are gonna score a lot of points.
Yeah.
And that's been on forever, like that fantasy sports. But then after like I think in the early late 2000s, it started with daily fantasy sports, and that you could actually draft a team per week or per day actually. So you could pick players and draft players from all kinds of teams into your own fantasy team. So these are like football players that normally don't play together, but in your fantasy team they do.
Yeah.
And that became daily fantasy sports. And then with KICKSTOX, we wanted to go above and beyond on the daily fantasy sports game. And we actually made a mix between fantasy sports and stock trading. So at KICKSTOX, what we're doing is that football players become tradable stocks. So you can buy fictional stocks, right? This is just a fictional game. It's just it's real players but fictional.
Money.
Money, right? Exactly. But you can buy stocks in Ronaldo, in Messi, in Van Dijk, or in the talents that are up and coming. And then based on how they perform in real life, so during their matches, their value of the stock price goes either up or down. Of course, the talents, if they outperform and what is expected because they haven't proven much, their values goes up, right? Or if they score a goal, the value goes up. But if they obviously make a tackle, yellow card, red card, or they just underperform, right? So sometimes you just have a really shit game and it's not as was expected, then the value drops as well. And so what we do is we give football fans the opportunity to interact with live football matches in a completely new way. Because the thing is, the price fluctuations of these players, they fluctuate live during the matches. So if you see a pass happening or a goal or a header or whatever, within seconds, you'd see that translated into the price of the player.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you can trade your players in the just after the game and buy another player before another game.
Yeah. So that's actually quite unique because there are some fantasy games out there. But what is unique to KICKSTOX is that you can trade at any time. So before the match, after the match, and especially during the match. So whenever the players are playing, their score is changing, and you can trade anytime you want.
And there is something I'm going to show the spectators, the audience of Solo Football, how that works in the computer. This is KICKSTOX.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I like this. That the line that this is the latest news, right? The latest.
The ticker. Yeah, it's always like as if it's stocks coming by, right? Saying, okay, this is the latest price update for that player.
That's so awesome. And how's the battles work? So I think you can battle your friends, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So for obviously for us Solo Football, we wanted to do something especially for you. So I told you like, hey, put your name out there. So now in KICKSTOX, what we're seeing here is a Solo Football battle. And basically everyone on KICKSTOX and from the audience can join this battle. And the battle is really where you show off your skills, like what you actually know about football. So I think we decided that the battle is for the upcoming weekend, right? So this weekend, the Premier League, La Liga, the Bundesliga, and the Serie A. We actually only do the European competitions for now.
It's okay. It's okay. Here in Mexico, we see a lot well, we see the European football all the time, every weekend.
Awesome, that's perfect. So we do these 5 big competitions, so including the Dutch Eredivisie, because we're actually we're located in the Netherlands, and whenever they start playing a match, right, these players, their price will change. And the battle starts tomorrow with the first match. I think Premier League starts in the afternoon already tomorrow, at least in our time zone in the afternoon. So very early there, I think, in Mexico.
Yeah, it's
so
like
you
6 a.m., 6, 7 a.m.
You can wake up and start watching immediately. Whenever they're playing, you can start trading as well. So the battle is all about.
That's really interesting, man. That's really interesting game.
Yeah. So of course, that's what we think as well. Like we wanted to bring something completely innovative and new to the football fan, but also something to make it social, and that fans can compete against and with each other, which is also maybe extra relevant in times of Corona. Yeah, in your case, you can also still go to the stadium. In the Netherlands, it's very hard to go to the stadium. So if you can connect digitally, it also makes extra sense.
It's a great idea, because right now here in the whole world, being in your home, you can compete with your other friends. Like I'm going to show the audience of Solo Football how is my portfolio. Look, here I bought stocks from Mohamed Salah, and already they are giving me a good percentages of his performance, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nice. The other ones are a bit trickier.
The audience are what? Oh, these ones.
Yeah.
I only choose Premier League guys right now. I don't know why.
I see. Yeah, I mean, all of them are probably going to play the coming weekend. I saw some Dutch pride in there as well with Donny van de Beek.
Yeah, of course. I'm a Manchester United fan, so and when Donny van de I knew Donny van de Beek for the first time, or met, I don't know, with the year of the Champions League, when you get to the semifinals, to the Ajax fans. You are an Ajax fan, right?
I'm an Ajax enthusiast.
And there I met Donny van de Beek, and now he's in Manchester United. I see his percentages is going down. I don't know why. Well, he's a benched guy normally, but I don't know why. I think he can play in the first 11 team. I think. I don't know why.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. I think so as well. I can, by the way, let me quickly elaborate on why he is actually going down a bit. You can click on his name and it will open his player profile, right? So his details page.
I'm going to show them.
And so what we do at KICKSTOX to make it also relevant, that you're aware of what's happening and when things are happening. If you scroll a little bit down, you'll see his form.
His form.
Yeah.
Here.
So exactly. So you see the 5 circles, and those are his performances over the last 5 matches, right? So with KICKSTOX we collect and analyze all the statistics that a football player does on the pitch, which are 268 data points, and this might get a little bit technical, but this is what's happening under the hood at KICKSTOX, right? So we collect and analyze 268 data points per player. So these are like passes, assists, header, goals, tackles, yellow cards, red cards. But passes, there's like 30 different kinds of passes, right?
Yeah.
It's a pass to the left, it's a pass to the right, it's a pass that puts a player one-on-one with a goal, and you have a lot of different passes, right?
So you work with a automatic database that is going like at the in the moment is making these changes in the players, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So whenever the match starts, the data's coming in at KICKSTOX. And that happens live, right? So whenever it starts, the data starts flowing in. And all the statistics that I just mentioned, they all have their own score. And that total score makes a performance for the whole match. So at Donny van de Beek, you saw a 6 or a 7 out of 10, right? And you see yellow is a little bit is average. Green means like he played very well, and it's 6.8, and the 7 we see. So those are really great matches from Donny van de Beek. And those 5 matches from the past 5 matches, they create an expectation for the upcoming match.
Oh,
so
of course.
That's the one on the right, and that one basically says, okay, based on how he's been performing, we expect that Donny van de Beek is going to perform like that. And if he outperforms that, obviously his price skyrockets. But if he doesn't perform like that, he'll go down a bit. So because he performed a little bit worse than was expected last match, he dropped 2% or 3% what we saw. It's not that much, but it's a little bit, right?
No, it's awesome, and I think it's really interesting that you can have more players than other guy that is playing the game, but the other guy can beat you because I don't know if he have one player that plays really well in the weekend and you have 3 players that plays I don't know.
Yeah.
He beats you, right?
Exactly. Yeah, really. So that's what happens in the battles, right? So the 2 of us are already in the battle, but the rest that's gonna join the solo football battle. It's all about showing what you know about football. So making the right trades at the right time. It can be that someone goes all in on Donny van de Beek, he scores a hat trick and he goes up 30-40%. But you can also go for a very different strategy and go for like 8 or 10 players in your portfolio, spread the risk a bit, but go for a decent increase.
I know.
And what's also important, every match counts, right? So every match you can be trading. You don't have to stick with the players that you pick initially. You can just constantly trade. Sometimes when I watch a match, right, I think it's tomorrow is Liverpool-Everton or Everton-Liverpool.
Yeah, it is.
So, the players that I start that match with are not the players that I end with. If I'm watching the match, I make adjustments constantly just to see, like, who will be the next one to score a goal, or who is performing very bad. Whilst I thought he was doing very well, I'll just sell him off and buy another player.
Nice. Or if just came off the pitch and someone goes on the pitch and you can just sell that stock, right?
Exactly. So you sell them directly, buy another one so you can still benefit from it. Or if someone gets a yellow card or is about to get a red card, like sometimes you just feel the chances of someone getting a red card are very high now.
Yeah.
Then you just sell them off and buy someone else.
Yeah, with the bar you have the time to make a sell.
Exactly. That's yeah.
That's awesome. So you can battle your friends like every weekend, right?
Exactly. So it can be for one match. One match is the minimum. So we said with KICKSTOX the minimum time that a battle takes is 90 minutes. But so for instance with the solo football battle we did a full weekend, but it can also be a day, or maybe if you want to do it longer, for a week. So the product is ready and tested, and we even gave now because we're very early in the process, everyone the chance to create a battle. So if you want to create, like now we did it with a solo football, but if friends want to play only with friends and try it out, it's free. You can test it
like a private battle.
Exactly, like just make it private with friends or with your football team. You can just make it just for your team and then make it your own branding even. But sometimes we also do public battles organized by KICKSTOX. And we sometimes have really cool prizes to win, like football jerseys, football tickets. Yeah, maybe that's less relevant here in Europe, of course, but for the fans that we have here. But the football jerseys, we'll just send them to you.
Yeah,
And
the football jerseys that you can take there from Amsterdam. I'm sure here in Mexico
oh
they are
yeah.
going to be very valuable.
Oh yeah, it's really cool, and that's also, if you're watching a game, and we try to make it fun with KICKSTOX, right? That you can just trade, and we also integrated a chat service that you can just chat with others. But if you can also win a prize, that makes it so much more interesting to make the right trades at the right time.
Man, I love your project, bro. I love your project. It's like a social network that you can be with your friends and competing. Different from normal fantasy football, because it's different. It's for stocks, so you can just make. It's it's like a social network to know who knows better from actual football, right?
Yeah, that's our ultimate goal. If we can enhance or like create a cool experience for football fans, watching at home, watching with friends, connect them digitally, make it more fun to watch, and then if they can even show off exactly what they know about football, because like now it's really like put your money where your mouth is, right? Now you can
Yeah.
say, instead of saying I told you so, you can prove it. Right, just you make the trades. Like put your money where your mouth is then, and then just prove it to me.
So in some point you're going to have this game with real money.
At some point, yes. So now it's currently completely free. We built the product, and we tested it quite a lot, but we're still very early. So it's completely free to play, and sometimes you do a promotion with a prize that can be won. But eventually, we're going to work towards where fans can or friends can actually win real money. And like if we play a battle with a solo football, and 100 people or 10 people join, and we all pay €1 entry fee to join the battle, then the number one or the top three can win that prize money fee. And that's also part of our revenue model, right? So then we take a small commission based off all the entry fees that are paid. But it's always key that people are playing with and against each other. So you're never playing against the house. You're never playing against KICKSTOX. We are the facilitator. We facilitate the gaming experience. And
Yeah.
and for that, we charge a small fee on the prize money.
That's super cool, man. That's a really great idea. Really great idea, because you're making a game that is proving your friends in real time, and also you're I think you're well, from what you tell me about KickStocks, you learn a lot. You learn a lot all the time about
Oh yeah,
about about
yeah.
football, about stocks, how stocks work.
That's it's now currently it's secondary to us, the educational part, but it can become something actually relevant, that we learn people about how the stock market works, supply and demand,
I
increase, decrease.
I don't think it's irrelevant right now. I think some people are going to take what is best for them, and they're going to learn totally, because, well, since I go into the Kickstocks, I learn about something. For example, players that they are injured, or they have an injury, or they are not playing well. You starting to have this perspective of actual football right now in the present.
That's cool to hear. I'm glad that you're already taking that from the game, and it would be really cool if we can spread that information and knowledge across more football fans, and have them enjoy the game while also learning something about it.
Yeah, look my percentage in the last 24 hours. This is low, or what?
This is not my. I mean, I'm glad for you. It's green and it's not red, but that's a very small increase. Like just to give you an idea, like if someone scores a hat trick, or maybe last season we had one player. I think he scored. Oh yeah, Lewandowski. He also had like some matches with 3, 4, and even more goals.
Yeah, that's right, man.
The increases can go up to 50% with one player. So it's quite significant. We had also the game with Bayern Munich against Barcelona where Neuer conceded 7 goals. Yeah, he went down almost 70% because of that. So the price changes and they're quite, so 0.13% is not it's not that much.
So how you win the battles is not the total of money you have. It's the percentage.
Exactly. Oh, good point. Yeah. So it's really the percentage that you make. So we really compare the percentage increase or decrease that you make during the battle to decide the ranking. The reason that we do that is that because of this, it doesn't matter when you join KICKSTOX, you always have the same chance of winning when the battle starts. So imagine you started playing with us last year already or early of this season, and you maybe now have 300,000 euros in your portfolio already of value. And I just signed up, and I only have 100,000 when you sign up, because you get 100,000 when you sign up for free and to start trading with. Then I would never be able to beat you in a battle. So in the battles, we only do the percentage increase so that everyone has a fair chance when a battle starts or when you participate in a battle.
So that's nice. People can enter the battle after the battle initiates, right?
Yeah. So when the battle starts, it started. It's just like a football match. When it starts, it started. You cannot join anymore after it started. But because we can do a lot of battles at the same time, or a battle is not for the full season, but a battle can start tomorrow, like yours. There's also battles starting on Saturday or next week. So there's always chances for you to join and participate in a battle. And you can even join more than one battle. That's also cool. But that's already if you're an advanced KICKSTOX trader.
Man, I think the look of the game, it looks amazing. I think it's a really good image to your game. Totally, man. I love this. This is you have already 512 battles played?
Yeah, so 512 battles have been played already. So it's just, there's people already playing. But I have to mention, like, we're just getting started. Like, this is, we've been testing a lot in the previous season. And basically with this season we're starting and trying to build the community on KICKSTOX as well.
Man, take for sure that Mexico is going to have an increase in this weekend. I'm going to make sure that some of my friends play this battle with me, and I'm sure they're going to like it because it's different from fantasy footballs because it's not the whole season. You can play the game just 1 weekend and then forget about it 3 weeks and then go after that again.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can keep adding value to fans in Mexico, and then once they start, they never stop. But if you start, you can always take a break, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't influence your score. You can always pick it up again, and I think that's just very cool with the way we do fantasy sports. Because normally, if you miss the start of the season, like with Fantasy Premier League, for instance,
exactly,
you cannot join anymore, or not in the way that it's still relevant and etc. So with KICKSTOX, you can pick it up whenever you want, or when you're watching a match with some friends, just hey, let's trade some players at KICKSTOX and put a battle on and really make things exciting. So yeah, I'm very curious to learn, like, the audience of Solo Football in Mexico. Like, we're in the Netherlands, right? So we started here, and most of our users are Dutch. And we actually also have a group from Vietnam playing the game on. Yeah, it's really cool because we want to make it for all the fans around the world. And yeah, most of them are Dutch because we started here. We have a group in Vietnam because it was picked up there. We did a cool thing with a company in Vietnam, and now maybe we get a small community from Mexico playing as well. That would be super cool.
Yeah, totally, for sure, man. Well, I'm going to play it. I'm going to start playing it, and I'm going to make sure to the audience of El Solo Fútbol that it's a great game, because this is not my first time that I'm watching the site. I already have like 2-3 weeks, and I really understood how do you play this game, and it's really interesting because you learn about football and you prove yourself that you know about actual football, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what KICKSTOX is all about. Learning and competing.
Man, I'm sure Mexico is going to have his community here in KICKSTOX. How do you say that? You're watching the game and you say, let's KICKSTOX, or or what?
Yeah. It's more like, do you think you know football? Prove it. Come join me at KICKSTOX.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, this weekend, I'm going to say to the audience of Eso Fútbol, este fin de semana ya tenemos una pequeña batalla. Les voy a dejar el link en el perfil de Solo Fútbol para que entren, cualquiera puede entrar. Y bueno, ya hablé con Joan, y el que gane esta batalla va a poder dar su opinión en el episodio 25 del programa de Solo Fútbol. Pero sobre todo, pues como dice Juan, crear una comunidad de mexicanos, o pues un poco más, o sea, ir poco a poco, pero crear una comunidad de mexicanos que jueguen este juego, porque verdaderamente, pues primero que nada, es una invención de gente que yo conozco, que es gente joven, que es gente que quiere y que sobre todo que tiene ganas de influenciar y de dar al mundo del fútbol. Y yo creo que, bueno, Juan, como lo decíamos antes, me tocó verte lesionarte en el partido. Me acuerdo esos gritos horribles cuando te rompiste la rodilla, when you broke your knee, man. That was a really moment that I never forget that moment, you know. So it's really great that with that situation you make these things, right? It's amazing. So
I'm never gonna forget it either.
Yeah, I love to play in that football matches, man. With Sting.
Man. Yeah.
Sting, me, and you were the best players in that team.
I think was it that season we became champions of that league, or the one before, but we won some nice prizes there. Like we kicked some ass.
Yeah, I remember the coins of my MVP, of the MVP.
I somewhere I still have them. I found them last time when I was moving places. I was like, this is from the man of the match coins that we used to win.
Yeah, and they give you free beer with that coin. Well, man, it's I think we can start from there. And I'm going to.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you mention anything that is there a prize?
Yeah, the prize right now is the winner.
Right.
Yeah, the winner of Es Solo Fútbol Battle this weekend. It's only for this weekend. It starts in 23 hours. The winner is going to he is going to have a moment in my podcast to talk about the experience of KICKSTOX. And if he wants to say something about football, about himself, herself, he is going to have this moment, este momento en el programa, ¿no? That's the prize for this battle. I don't know if you think we can make another prize in the upcoming battles.
That's a great prize.
That's a great prize, right?
Does it also count for me, like if I win?
Yeah, of course, man. You're the only. How can I see the
If you
the
click
total check battle?
yeah, I'm already in there.
The Juan and only. Nice. Well, come get us. Vengan a hacer esta batalla y demuestren que saben más que Juan y que yo en esto del fútbol. Les voy a dejar la descripción de la batalla, se las voy a dejar en mi perfil, todo el día de hoy y mañana. Y pues sería un placer que la audiencia de Solo Fútbol pueda probar este grandiosísimo juego que verdaderamente me parece una idea muy innovadora y que tiene mucho futuro. I think your idea it's a great idea, and I think really it have a lot of future.
Cheers. And very cool to hear. And I'm curious for what the rest thinks if they join. So, if they provide you with feedback or if they want to be in touch with me directly, just I'm curious to know what they think about KICKSTOX and, how we can even make it cooler for everyone in the future.
Yeah, acuérdense que Joan es el creador de esta página, entonces cualquier cosa, pues tenemos ese acceso con él de poder hacer un torneo, una nueva batalla con ellos y poner un buen premio, a good price after this first battle. Maybe we can do another battle with a cooler price. I don't know.
Oh, for sure, we can think of a lot of things that we can do in the future, and I'll bet you there'll be very cool prices coming up in the future as well.
Perfect, Juan. Perfect, Juan. I'm sorry, man. It's super weird that your name is Juan, like a Mexican guy.
Cool, eh?
Man, well, I think we say it all. Let's enjoy this moment, and I want to ask you, because we played together in the past week. How do you see the Dutch team right now? Because you lost against Mexico this past week.
Is that really how you want to end this?
Yeah, totally.
You saved it all for the last moment.
I think everybody knows already about KICKSTOX, and I'm going to make sure this battle is going to happen. But I want to know your opinion about the football match.
I mean, yeah, it's getting late here, Julio. It's already weekend, and
It's okay, bro. It's okay. Don't worry.
No.
Let's battle this week.
I think that's a challenge accepted.
John, it's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. We're in touch with you and with your page, with your project. Amazing project. Congratulations to you and Victor, because it's a really cool project. So we're going to stay in touch, and I'm going to make sure that Mexico play these battles with me.
Awesome. I can only say bring it on, and thank you very much for having me. And enjoy your Friday and enjoy the weekend, and let's see each other on KICKSTOX.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Enjoy your weekend also.
All right.
See you later, bro.
See ya.
Bueno, amigos, ese fue Joan. La verdad me encanta su proyecto, verdaderamente. Pues yo voy a convencer a mis amigos de jugar este juego conmigo, pues todo el fin de semana, y verdaderamente me gusta, porque no es como el fantasy, como decía Juan, no es como el fantasy, que pues tienes que empezar desde el principio de la temporada. Tú puedes hacerlo en cualquier momento y comprar las acciones de cualquier tipo de jugadores. Esto lo voy a mostrar ya por última vez, pues ya nos vamos. Pero pues puedes ver todos los jugadores que hay en todas estas 5 competencias. Y pues es eso es todo el juego, es comprar y vender y tener el mejor porcentaje de ganancia cuando compites con tus amigos. Gracias por estar ahí. Estas fueron Pláticas de Fútbol presentado por la revista Peninsular. Hasta luego.